Good evening and welcome in here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Glad you're alongside. Hey, students of West Prairie and Southeastern, I am going to give you the best news you've had probably all day. You probably heard a little bit of it, but right now, West Prairie and Southeastern both will be on e-learning days tomorrow. So you're welcome. I'm glad I could do that for you. You're welcome. You will be off tomorrow. And or at least e-learning day. Western Illinois University has already announced that it will be closing for the day, of course, due to the extreme temperatures. Well, what do you do when the temperatures get really, really cold outside and the weather's terrible? Well, you warm up with a little basketball. We're going to do that here tonight. The West Prairie Cyclones taking on the Macomb Lady Bombers here this evening. And, of course, some of these, these girls ready to kind of head toward the stretch drive, as we call it the February Frenzy. Regionals for classes 1A or 1 through 4A will be starting coming up around Valentine's Day, and what says that love better than basketball. And you can, of course, there'll be the regionals coming up. We'll announce them where people are when the seating comes out. Should be within a couple weeks or so as they head into the stretch drive on this one here. We are presented by MDH. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Welcome back here. Do want to thank our fine sponsors like JoJo's Gaming Parlor, offering the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer our area teams on to victory. We'll get the starters for you in just a moment. I could probably almost project the West Prairie starters, but we'll see that as well as we get ready here. It looks like it as they get ready to go out on the floor. And, of course, we'll get the Bombers as well. Bombers in the road black, Macomb in orange on those, trimmed in white. Justin Elby, the head coach of the Macomb Lady Bombers, stepped into that role this year. He's done a lot of travel softball, come up through the softball programs, done a lot with a lot of other teams. Taking over here, and of course, a graduate of Southeastern High School. On the floor for the Cyclones, it'll be Braylon Reeves, Addie Stanberry, Madison McClure, also Liv Barkley, and Ashlyn Kelly. Grace O'Hearn dribbles it up here and throws it to Addie Stanberry. Stanberry loops it up to Barkley. Barkley in the lane going up on Lyles, and she'll get fouled. Step up for two. And funny enough, Brooklyn Lyles with the sophomores was in at one time in this class, as was Olivia Clark, or Olive, as I'll probably accidentally call her because that's what I always called her until this year. Liv Barkley misses the first one. She'll spot up for number two. Got it. Bring it up for one, and the Cyclones take a 1-0 lead here. And now they bring back the other way. Shot on the way, no good. Tapped out of bounds. It'll go off of Kelly and stay here. O'Hearn with the shot, the freshman. And a banged-up roster for the Macomb Lady Bombers. And the official getting a basketball off the end line there. Bringing the ball inbounds will be Taylor Mann. She's joined by Olivia Clark, Brooklyn Lyles. Also out there on the floor, Kinley Sloan. Looking to bring the inbounds in. Fires in. Sloan misses the shot. Lyles the rebound. Fight for it on the floor and tied up by Addie Stanberry. Jump ball will be possession arrow to West Prairie. Reeves will bring it up here. Now back to Barkley. Barkley working up on O'Hearn. High out there, working kind of a diamond and one, or 1-3-1. Madison McClure caught on the sideline. Sloan took it and then nearly threw it away as Ashlyn Kelly batted it out of bounds. Bombers will get it back. 1-0. The Cyclones lead it here with 5:50 clock rolling in this first quarter. O'Hearn going to bring it to Clark. Clark holds on, gets a screen from Lyles. Dribbles out top over to Sloan. And working it down on the near side to Man. Man, a couple of bounces. Back up to Lyles. Lyles trying to dribble on Reeves. Bounces out to O'Hearn. O'Hearn wheeling back the other way into Lyles in the lane. Shot is up. No good. And it is tapped out of bounds off of Macomb. And we'll go over to the Cyclones. Cyclones ready to trigger in here. It'll be Liv Barkley kicking it into Reeves. Back to Barkley as she brings it up here to Reeves. An extended pressure put on here by the Bombers. Back to Barkley. In the lane for Kelly. Quickly out to McClure. 3 on the way. High in the air. No good. Stanberry the board. She'll swing it back out to Reeves, and they'll set it up again. Back, tried to get it to McClure. Sloan the takeaway. And on the dribble is Lyles. Lyles far side lane. Throwing over to O'Hearn. Kelly, nice save, and then stolen back. Shot is in and good by O'Hearn. 2-1, Bombers have the advantage here as the Cyclones work it. McClure had it, threw it off the foot of one of the Bombers. O'Hearn chasing, and they're going to actually whistle in over and back. 2-1 Bomber lead, 4:10 on the first quarter clock. Had to wet my whistle there. If you're playing the home game, consume. Lyles dribbling lane, tried to bounce it to Sloan, tapped off of Kelly's arm and out of bounds. Now look to bring it in again. Taylor Man ready to trigger. Box offensive set. Clark busting to the far side, couldn't go there, trying to go into Lyles. Now to her, down to Sloan. Sloan up, got it for the 2. 4-1. Bombers lead here as Reeves comes up. An extended zone put on here by the Bombers. McClure with it in the corner, trying to bounce into Stanberry, gets it up, and Addie Stanberry puts it up and in and good, makes it 4-3, 1 point lead for the Bombers. Man at the dribble drive, and trust me, there won't be many subs. There's basically a 1 or 2 on the bench. Pass taken away from O'Hearn, taken away by Stanberry, up to Barkley. Barkley looking to push the advantage on Lyles, goes up, can't get it to go. And tapped out of bounds. It'll be off of Sloan or Clark. Braylon Reeves ready to throw it in into Barkley. Barkley far side up quickly to McClure. McClure bouncing, spinning, needs a little help, has it batted away, picks it up. Into Stanberry. Stanberry to Barkley. Barkley looking to drive. Kick out to McClure, over to Kelly. Kelly out for Reeves. Reeves back up top, her pass thrown away as O'Hearn dribbling in. And stop. Out to Clark. Olive dribbles it up, gives it over for Man. Man the quick pass. O'Hearn the 3 on the way, no good. And rebound tapped away, shot again, no good. And Kelly the rebound, she'll pull it out of there, give it over to Barkley. Liv Barkley will push it up here against this 1-3-1 zone put on here by the Bombers. Reeves trying to get it down, feed it in. Man tapping it out of bounds. We'll have substitution. Josie Hodges, Peyton McGrew, and Charlie Kindhart will check in, replacing Kelly, Stanberry, and Reeves here for the Cyclones. 4-3, 1 point lead now for the Bombers. Into McClure. McClure, couple of bounces. Over to Barkley. Barkley going to wheel it out top. Kind of dropping back into a 2-3 out to Kindhart. Kindhart dribbling there. Swings it to Hodges. Hodges dribbles down to McClure. McClure 3 on the way. No good. Rebound to Lyles. And she'll push it up the floor. Cuts the far side. Driving on Hodges. Goes up. Shot is no good, but a foul called. And Brooklyn Lyles will step up to the free throw line. Good friend of mine, Mr. Brian Lyles, sitting in the crowd here tonight. An interesting bit of trivia. Mr. Lyles and I started a lot of these girls way back when. 5-3. Raise the second one. Rattles out, no good. Charlie Kindart snapping up the board, up to Hodges. Hodges will push it up. Out for Barkley. Barkley, quick bounce to McClure. McClure looking for McGrew. Gets it to her now. Peyton McGrew driving in, puts it up, puts it in, and good. Cyclones tie it up at 5 apiece. Man at the throttle, driving all the way in. Scoops past McGrew, no good. Peyton McGrew the board. Out to Barkley. Barkley dribbling on Olivia Clark. Two of them practiced a lot against each other. Quick pass it. They tried to get it up to McGrew. Tapped out of bounds by Lyles. And we have 1:50 left here in the first quarter clock. Reeves will come back in. And she'll replace replace Barkley. And lob is up. And that's just not fair. Oh, McGrew couldn't get it. Near steal by Lyles. Reeves the shot, no good. And man quickly up. O'Hearn has the fast break if she wants it to Clark. Clark shot on the way, no good. And the rebound fought for Kindhart. And Clark tie it up. And he'll stay here with the Bombers. 5-5 tie here. 1:35 left to go in the first quarter. We'll thank more of our very fine sponsors in just a moment. Man going to trigger it. Again, box offensive set. Looked in at Sloan. Couldn't find her. And that's a 5-second violation. Man having trouble getting it in. And we'll have a substitution. Coming in will be Haley Doherty, a sophomore. She'll replace O'Hearn. Grace O'Hearn. Well, now Olivia Clark. Olive will be at the top of this 1 through, and kind of almost makes it a 1-2-1-1 the way they're playing it. As McClure has it now, and it's tapped out of bounds by Sloan. It'll stay here with the Cyclones on the sideline. Hodges looks to trigger in. Looking for Reed, looking for somebody. Finally finds McGrew. Well, kind of tapped away by Sloan. Fight for it on the floor. Pile up. And it should be Cyclone basketball. It is. Cyclones will bring it in here underneath the far side of the free throw lane. They wait, they look, lob into McGrew. McGrew out to Reeves. Reeves, quick shot on the way, bounces in again. They're going to say it was a 3. And of course, in high school, there is no instant rear. That was pretty close. 8-5, 3-point lead here for the Cyclones as we count down to a minute left. Clark holds it on the near side, puts it on the drive, pulls up. Bounces out to Lyles. Lyles going to work it against Madison McClure. And now dribbling toward the far side to Doherty. Out to Clark. Clark dribbles. Has it knocked away. McClure out of there with it. And she'll dribble it up. McClure up the sideline. Out to Reeves. Reeves quickly over to Hodges. Fakes. Dribbles lane. Kicks it back to McClure. McClure tried to get it into Kindhart. McGrew had to save it. Passes for Reeves. She'll put up another 3. No good. And McGrew out of there with the board and nearly threw it away. Now does. As Clark able to pick it up. Clark to Lyles. Lyles down the lane over to Doherty. Doherty back to Lyles. Will dribble baseline, go up, and have it swatted by McGrew. Tied up by Hodges and Sloan. It'll stay here. 14 seconds left in this first quarter of play. 8-5 lead for the Cyclones. Ashlyn Kelly in, Peyton McGrew out. As man will trigger. We're going to go to Lyles. Couldn't. Looks at Clark. Nope. Now finds Sloan. Well, actually, Ashlyn Kelly bats it out of bounds. Lyles. Into Sloan. Sloan out to Lyles. She'll put up shot on the way. No good. And the rebound fought for. It is Hodges pulling it out of there. Up to McClure. McClure to Reeves. Tapped away by Clark. Nice job by Olive to bat that one out of bounds. 8-5, 3-point advantage here for the Cyclones. 2.5 seconds left. Enough time to take a couple bounces, but not much. Out to Hodges. Hodges dribbles, puts it up at the buzzer, and that's the end of the first quarter play with the lead for the Cyclones. 8-5 here at the end of one, right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and, not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
And we're back here. Do want to thank more of the fine sponsors of TSSR Game Time Live, like the folks at MTC Communications. Having slow and reliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2026. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability today. This West Prairie game stream made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. Buffering means suffering, so kick slow Wi-Fi to the curb and connect your home with MTC's fiber internet to get blazing fast Wi-Fi speeds up to 1 gig. Lob underneath for Addie Stanberry, out to try to get it out to Kendra Nelson, couldn't. And back the other way will come the Cyclones. Clark dribbling up the far side, slows up, woes. Out to Sloan, we'll get live some moment. Grace O'Hearn, 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound, Sloan able to fight for it. To Lyles, puts it up. She can't get it to go. And out to O'Hearn again. Up to Lyles, Cyclones man on man. As man dribble around, gets a screen from Sloan, goes up, Ashlyn Kelly. And she could, Ash couldn't decide whether to go up, down, and finally gets the foul call. And that'll put man up at the free throw line here for the Macomb Bombers. And glad you're listening in to TSSR Game Time Live here. And Will, tonight you can kind of tell this game, both these teams really having trouble feeling each other out so far. Kind of a slow scoring pace.
Right. I mean, West Prairie does have a little bit of a height advantage on the other team, but, they're both still pretty evenly matched, pretty evenly, efforted too. There's a lot of effort going out on the court tonight.
Second one on the way by man, makes it 8-6. 2-point lead here, 5:23 mark here of this second quarter. As they'll dribble it up here now, come over to Barkley. Barkley waits and holds. And again, this extended almost becomes a 1-2-1-1. And a steal by Sloan away from Stanberry. She'll dribble it up, lob it up to O'Hearn. O'Hearn dribbles on Barkley to Clark, out to Lyles. They'll set the offense here to Liv Barkley. Out top, Garden Lyles now passes to man as Kendra Nelson picks her up. Back to Sloan. Sloan puts it up and in. Nice job getting that on the screen and roll. And we're tied up here at 8 apiece. 4:45, clock rolling in the second quarter. And an over and back. Reeves had not cleared the front court, the back court. It is O'Hearn, man, Lyles, Sloan, and Clark on the floor for Macomb. For the Cyclones, it is Stanberry, Nelson, Kelly, also Barkley and Reed. That one hit the top of the backboard. Sloan able to pick it up. Out to Lyles. She'll shoot the 3. No good. And the rebound, Kelly down with it. Reach in foul. And it's going to be whistled on man. 8-8 tie here, 4.5. First one to 15 wins. Over to Reeves. Reeves a bounce back to Barkley. Barkley dribbling. And fight for it on the floor. Pile up. We'll see who comes over to Macomb on the jump ball. Actually, had some confusion over whose ball it was. And so man will bring it inbounds. Man jumped at by Nelson to Kelly. Now back over to Stanberry, or to O'Hearn. To man in the lane. She goes up, swatted out of bounds. I believe Kelly or Reeves got a hold of it. And they'll trigger it in here. Man going to trigger it in. Box offensive set here for Abby Thorman, who does the coaching for the JV. Fakes, comes to Lyles. Lyles blocked and fouled. And that'll be Addie Stanberry on the personal. As Brooklyn Lyles will step in here. first one's no good. Doherty back in. She'll replace Clark. And Kendra Nelson out as Madison McClure in. 8-8 tie here. And Lyle's trying to break the tie. Free throw on the way. No good. And the rebound, Sloan with it. Shoots, no good. Kelly out of there with the rebound. Up to Reeves, and she'll push it. Braylon Reeves dribbling, comes out to Barkley. Barkley wheeling quickly to McClure. McClure three on the way. No good. Kelly up high, fight for the rebound. Big pile on the floor. And the jump ball will say possession arrow to West Prairie. Or West Prairie Southeastern, technically. Braylon Reeves ready to trigger it in here. Coming into Barkley, lobbing into Kelly. Kelly with a double team over to Stanberry. Stanberry out to Barkley. Barkley to McClure. Swinging to Reeves. Back to Barkley in the corner for, well, thought she was going to put up, now puts it up, and foul called. Going to be a foul on Brooklyn Lyles, and that'll put Liv Barkley up to the free throw line. Free throw up, no good. Ready to put up the second one. On the way, it is good. Barkley makes one or two. And a timeout called there by Macomb will step aside as well. This is, of course, TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back here as we look into Coach Thorman and the huddle there, what do you think she's telling them, Will?
I mean, I think we're looking at, a lot of defense here, especially as, West Prairie has a very slight lead on the Bombers here and heading into the second period of play. I think we're looking at a lot of defense, a lot of moving the ball around. We've seen a lot of, threes go up and a lot of threes go down. So I think they're looking to move the ball around a lot more in this latter half here.
3:32 to be exact of this second quarter of play. As the Bombers will bring it up, man at the throttle. And she'll lead him up here on the way. Screen by Sloan. Sloan, and they kick it out to O'Hearn. O'Hearn puts it on the bounce a few times. Comes Lane, throws it off the leg of Kelly. Pile up for it. And we've got a foul whistle. They're going to whistle one on man for the push. And Sloan got up a little slow. Sub in, Charlie Kindart will come in. Ashlyn Kelly will go out. Out to Barkley. Barkley dribbling, comes over to Reeves. Reeves to Barkley. And another foul whistled on Sloan. That'll be the fourth on Macomb in this quarter. So Barkley will have it on the sideline as Madison McClure will trigger in. Look at it, waited. Now out to Liv Barkley at half court as O'Hearn picks her up. Over to McClure. McClure spinning down the sideline. Now comes to Reeves. Reeves drives baseline, backs it out of there, throws it on the floor, and Sloan picks it up. Lyle's going to come out of there, back the other way, dribbles it. Quick pop three by Lyles, no good. Doherty the rebound, and she'll heave it over to O'Hearn, nearly batted away by Barkley. Out to O'Hearn, she'll toss the quick three and get it. O'Hearn with a sports corner three, and the Bombers reclaim the lead at 11-9. Cyclones will work it up here. Dribble to the corner, bounce in, and is Stanberry with it. Back out to McClure. Spots the three, won't go in the rebound. Kindart. She'll get it out to Reeves. Reeves, quick shot, no good. Rebound fought for. And O'Hearn on the breakout. Barkley giving her chase. Makes it in. And Macomb has their largest lead of the game at 13-9. Cyclones work over to Barkley, back to Reeves. Reeves out to Kindhart. Kindhart looks in at Stanbury, throws it, and stolen away by O'Hearn. O'Hearn dribbling down, goes up, shot no good. Kindhart the rebound, and travels. She got taken off her feet a little bit. Elena Phelps and Josie Hodges come in. Olivia Clark back in. Man out. Barkley, the other one that goes out. Clark ready to trigger it in. Five-second violation, the second on Macomb here. Reeves into Hodges. As Hodges dribbles up, and this zone has really baffled the Cyclones so far. Reeves out to Kindhart. Lobs a dangerous pass up. Hodges lucky to get to that one. Now trying to get it to McClure. Driving in. Josie Hodges into the basket and good. Puts it up, puts it in, makes it 13-11. Minute 20 left to go here in this first quarter. Lyles will bring it up for the Bombers. She dribbles down, bounce pass it over to the near side. O'Hearn another three. Got it. Ring up a sports corner three for Grace O'Hearn, and it's 16-11. Pass up the floor, stolen away. Lyles bringing it up to O'Hearn rather, couldn't bring it in. We have a substitution. Chloe Cutzinger will come in, replacing Reeves for West Prairie. 16-11 the lead here for the Bombers. We have 50 seconds left to go. And again, this zone has really befuddled the, that's probably a word you didn't think you'd hear tonight, has really befuddled the Cyclones here tonight. They've had all kinds of trouble doing anything with the basketball. Charlie Kindhart with a dribble. Goes to pick it up and has it taken away or tied up by Brooklyn Lyles. Possession arrow will be in favor of Macomb. McClure up on Lyles. Bounces over to Clark. Clark with a fake, dribbles toward the lane. Cut off there, comes to Sloan, puts it up, won't get it to go. Rebound fought for. And it is McClure picking it up. Off to Hodges. 18 seconds left, plenty of time. Went to lob it up to Cutzinger, couldn't get it to her. And he'll turn it over back to Macomb with 15 seconds left. Back they come. Lyles up top, going to get a screen. Quick 17-footer, good. Knocks it in and good. 18-11. They throw it into Cutzinger. And that's the end of the first half of play. The Bombers leading it here 18-11 over the Cyclones. We're going to just go quiet for a little bit, enjoy the half, and we'll be back in the third quarter of play. Cyclones and the Bombers right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Welcome back here as Will and I back here at the half as we go along on TSSR Game Time Live. Again, glad you're alongside here for action. Do you want to pay the bills, as we would say, as several of these fine sponsors deserve thanks. And all you have to do, folks, it's real simple. Just go in and say, hey, thanks for bringing us TSSR Game Time Live. Folks such as Your Farm is Your Legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. Ride and Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ride and Farm Supply can meet all your needs. Their LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area, and as a customer, they will take care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday as an option. You can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year, $38 per year if you're age 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and of course pizza. Dine in or carry on at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. And they also deliver to Good Hope Adair and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Just some of the fine sponsors on TSSR Game Time Live. And again, doing our PSA for the evening. Don't forget that West Prairie and Southeastern will have an e-learning day. And, of course, Western Illinois University is also closed tomorrow. That means Dad gets a free day and the two children do not. I like that.
I don't like it for some reason.
What's that?
I don't like it for some reason.
That means I get to sleep in and you don't. The wonderful things like 18-11. Macomb leads it here about on the floor. Starting lineup for the Cyclones: Liv Barkley, Addie Stanberry, Ashlyn Kelly, Braylon Reeves, and Madison McClure. On the floor for the Bombers, it is Sloan, also Brooklyn Lyles, Grace O'Hearn, Olivia Clark, and also out there, Taylor Mann. Reeves will bring it in here. O'Hearn with a steal. Drives in. Barkley causes some consternation on that. And back will come Reeves and the Cyclones after Mann swats it out of bounds. Been a rock-solid defense here for the Bombers here tonight. Inbounds coming to Barkley. Barkley over to Reeves. Reeves gives a look, goes down to McClure. Well, looked at Stemry now, throws it over to Reeves. Nearly stolen by O'Hearn, and then they find, I say over and back. Violation on the Cyclones. Inbounds to O'Hearn. And O'Hearn stepped into the backcourt. And folks, if you're wondering at home, yes, you can do that normally, but she had got the ball on one side and then backed over the other. 18-11, 5:43 mark here of this third quarter. And Reeves having trouble getting it in, and Barkley didn't realize that was her. Clark with the steal. Lobs it up for Lyles, puts it up and puts it in. Bombers take a 20-11, 9-point lead here. Barkley with it over to Reeves. Reeves going to dribble down, bouncing over to McClure. McClure pushed by Sloan. That'll be the team first in this third quarter play. 20-11, Bombers have opened it up here. Reeves with it, looking to bring it inbounds into McClure. McClure bouncing to Stanberry and tapped out of bounds. No, they're going to stay off of Stanberry and out of bounds. Mann comes into Clark. He'll walk it up here. Lyle's going to give a screen. Look to load it back to her. Comes to Clark instead. Fake and dribble. Try to get away from Clark. Lyles with it and double dribbled. She went to pass, turned it over. As Braylon Reeves will trigger into Barkley. And again, this zone has really given the Cyclones problems here tonight. Pass to Stanberry. Stanberry backing her way in, got underneath the basket. The pass tapped away, and now man with it out to O'Hearn. Liv Barkley giving chase, and O'Hearn going to get the lay-in. 22-11. As the Bombers starting to run away a touch with it. And a pass up the court. Thrown away. Cyclones yet to score in this third quarter, and we're almost to the halfway mark. 4:35 clock rolling in this third quarter. Man brings it up. Bounces over to O'Hearn. O'Hearn wheels it around, stops, pulls up, gives it over to Man. Man a couple of bounces. Comes out top there, over to Clark. Clark pulls out to Lyles. Lyles fake, drives lane, kick out to Man. Man working. Very patient offense here by the Bombers to O'Hearn. Dribbles, quick pop, stop and pop, no good. Sloan nearly had the rebound. Now to Reeves. Reeves pushes it up the sideline and lobs it into Kelly. Kelly working on Clark, and there she traveled. Got a timeout called here by West Prairie as they will talk things over. So will we. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
And we are back here as you look into the huddle. What do you think Coach Purdy and Coach Bland are telling their charges, Will?
I think we're looking for a lot of moving the ball around. You know, we see a lot of dribbling and, you know, a lot of lobs, but I think they're looking for meaningful passes down here on the offense, as well as, you know, a lot of increased defense on the other side, you know, because the Bombers have a lead of 22-11 coming into the third period, and there's just a lot of simple things they could be doing to stop that.
Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks. As Sloan drops one in, see them at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. Nice lay-in there by Sloan, and it makes it 24-11. Barkley with it, pulls up, shot. Can't get it to go. Stanberry the rebound, missed it. Rebound fought for, and Man comes out of there with it. Throws it away. Barkley will challenge Lyles underneath, and he'll draw the foul. And also the embarrassment of getting bonked on the head with it. So Liv Barkley over the free throw line. Again, the Cyclones have not scored in this third quarter as Barkley misses the first free throw. Chloe Cutzinger will check in. Well, we'll check in for Barkley in a moment. Doherty will come in. She'll replace Lyles. Second team foul on Macomb. And Barkley misses the second one, but Stanberry able to swoop in for the board and nearly throws it away. McClure able to gather, bounces in for Kelly. Kelly, to put it up, can't get it to go. And Sloan takes it now, fires it up the court. Barkley with the near steal. She and O'Hearn fight for it and pile up for it. Possession arrow, say Macomb. Chloe Cutzinger in, Liv Barkley out for the Cyclones. Brings it into Man. Out to Sloan, back to Man. Works it out here. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Sloan up top. Over to O'Hearn. Up to Clark. Tried to bounce it in, and Stanberry bats it back to Clark. She'll put up the three on the way. No good. And the rebound chased down by Man. O'Hearn another three on the way, and it's good. Sports corner three for Grace O'Hearn. And now it's 27-11. 16-point lead for the Bombers. They really opened it up here. Lob out to Cutzinger. Cutzinger picked up by O'Hearn and Clark, trying to get herself out of there. And we've got a Timeout called by West Prairie. We'll step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
And McDonough District Hospital, one of our fine sponsors, 27-11. A big lead opened up here by the Macomb Lady Bombers. They bring the inbound. Inbound stolen away by O'Hearn, chased by Cutsinger. Got it to roll home. Grace O'Hearn. Huge game for her tonight. She has played extremely well. 29-11, 18-point lead here. And again, they have not scored in the second half. Olivia Clark Olive in the lane. Layup is good. And Macomb makes it 31-11. Back will come the Cyclones. Braylon Reeves dribbling on the way there. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound fought for. Doherty has it on the floor, and Reeves gets her hand in there. Jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with West Prairie. Kindheart triggers an inbox offensive set here. Kindheart having trouble getting it in. Finally lobs in and tried to get it to Reeves. Clark with a steal. Clark all the way, drives in, lays it up, can't get it to go. Stanberry down, and she'll lead the charge the other way. Nearly had it poked away, stops, threw it, nearly threw it away, tapped away, and O'Hearn's got it now. O'Hearn in the lane, layup is no good. Reeves with the rebound. And we've got a foul whistled on Clark here, third on the team in this third quarter. A minute 32 left to go in this third quarter play. Macomb has opened up a huge lead, led by 7 at the half. So they have outscored the Cyclones. Where was I going? Flashback. They have outscored the Cyclones by 13-0 in this quarter. Doherty brings it up now, stops and traveled with it. Kenda Nelson will check in for West Prairie. She'll replace Addie Stanberry. Braylon Reeves looks to bring it into Kindheart to McClure. In the lane for Nelson. Nelson tied up, and it'll go over to Macomb. Clark into man. A minute left to go in this third quarter. And again, Cyclones so far pulling the donut. They do a backdoor to O'Hearn, puts it up and in, and she has gone crazy in this third quarter of play here. 33-11. Bombers lead it here up to Kindheart. Kindheart over to Reeves. Bouncing down for McClure. McClure trying to get rid of it. Bouncing in the lane, stolen by Clark. Back she will come. Clark goes up, lays it up, won't go. Rebound, Nelson has it. Trying to get it out of there over to McClure. McClure. And Olivia Clark picks up her second one in this quarter in the last about minute. 14 fouls on them. Elena Phelps will come in. Charlie Kindheart will go out. Reeves into Cutsinger. Chloe over to Reeves, down for McClure. McClure tried to get it to Phelps, could not. Sloan out with it now, dribbling, goes up. Shot is no good, or is good rather. Sloan puts it in and good, 35-11. 17-0 third quarter here for the Bombers. McClure out on the outside, driving on man, drives under the basket, tried to throw it to Nelson, couldn't get it there. And now tied up, it'll be possession of West Prairie. Reeves ready to bring it in. A box offensive set, looking in. To Phelps. Phelps shot that off the backboard. We'll discuss that on the way home. And that's the end of the third quarter of play. 35-11. A 24-point lead for the Bombers at the end of 3. Let's take this timeout on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
And we are back here, 35-11 as we head to the fourth quarter of play. It has been all Macomb in that third quarter. Again, they said 17-0. They were scoring. O'Hearn's got a bunch in that quarter, and you got to love the fight and scrap for a smaller Bombers squad that came out here. Start the fourth quarter. It is Lyles, Mann, Clark, Doherty, and Sloan for the Bombers. On the floor for West Prairie, it is Cutsinger, Nelson, McClure, Reeves, and Phelps. Mann dribbles it up, slides up there, and nearly has it poked away. Out to Lyles, over to Clark. Clark dribbling on Reeves, goes up with it, shot won't go, rebound fought for, and Clark had it, but stepped out of bounds. Just underway here in this quarter. As they bring it up to Nelson. Nelson back to Cutsinger, over to Reeves. Reeves for McClure. McClure looks in the post, tried to pass it in there to Nelson. Got doubled up quick. Reeves triggers it in, near side of the free throw lane. Out to McClure. She'll take a bounce and get it over to Cutsinger. Cutsinger to Nelson. Nelson down to Reeves. Reeves up to Cutsinger. Out to Reeves. Reeves will spot up the shot. No good. Rebound pulled out by Cutsinger. Over to McClure. She'll spot the three, and it's good. Bank is always open. And a sports corner three for the Cyclones makes it 35-14. Backdoor, Brooklyn Lyles in the lane. Puts it up, puts it in. 37-14 here. Cutsinger quickly up to McClure, batted away by Mann, and then nearly stolen. It'll be Macomb basketball. The Bombers' aggression has really been impressive here in this game. They'll bring it inbounds. Mann looking to get it into Sloan in the backcourt. She'll dribble it across on McClure. Over to Clark. Clark wheeling around, nearly stolen. Now stolen away by Nelson. Kendra Nelson on the drive, loads it up for, tried to load it up for Reeves, stolen back by Mann. Doherty nearly lost it over to Lyles. And we've got a foul there. Whistled on Reeves. 4.5 left to go here in this fourth quarter. 37-14. Inbounds to Lyles. Fakes as she'll dribble on Nelson. Mann tried to get it over to Sloan, and I'm going to say tipped by Cutsinger. Into Clark. Clark holds it up. Dribbles on Reeves. Spins out of there. Gets it to Lyles. Lyles up with it. Gets it and shoots. No good. Phelps down with a rebound. She'll dribble it up. Out to McClure, and she has it batted out of bounds by Sloan. Phelps going to trigger in from the sideline here as she's ready to throw it in bounds. Into Reeves. Reeves waits and holds up to Cutsinger. Cutsinger into Phelps. Phelps, a dribble out to McClure. Three on the way. No good. Rebound. Lyles pulls it out of there. She's got Clark ahead of the pack if she can see her. Chased by Nelson up the sideline out to Clark. Three on the way. No good. Rebound fought for. Mann out of there with it. Over to Sloan. Sloan in the lane to Mann, and pick a Cyclone. Yes! And it counts on the shot. Kendra Nelson on the foul there. That'll put Mann up at the free throw line for the yes, sir, may I have another. 39-14. Free throw is good. 40-14. Brooklyn Lyles goes out as O'Hearn comes in. And now Chloe Cutzinger up with it over to Nelson. Nelson puts up shot on the way, a little bit short. And out of there with it comes Mann. Mann dribbling up the lane, kicks it out to O'Hearn. 3 on the way again, no good. Rebound pulled down, Sloan out with it. Goes up, shot no good, and Nelson the rebound. Out in the hands of Reeves. Reeves stops, brings it up. Elena Phelps dribbles it up the court. Kicks it back to Reeves to Cutzinger. Cutzinger looks to drive, a floater up, no good. Out of there with it comes a Mann. Mann dribbles right through everybody. Goes up, puts it in, and good. 42-14. Bring it in, Reeves. 2:55 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Out to McClure. Waits and holds it now. Comes down. Stolen away by O'Hearn. O'Hearn up to Mann, who lost it. Gathers it back. Fires it to Clark. Clark going to dribble on Phelps. Pulls it out top there as they go back to work. Mann trying to catch Clark on the cut. To Doherty. We've got a timeout call by Macomb. We'll step aside as well. This is TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Back here, 42-14, the lead now for Macomb. They have held the Cyclones quiet, just 3 points in this entire second half. And the Bombers have rolled out for 24. A 24-3 run. The Cyclones have just not been able to put it home. As I say, a very undersized Macomb squad able to do some damage here. And Grace O'Hearn, the main one, really doing the damage. Mann will trigger it in. O'Hearn open for a second, pulls it down, and she'll work with 2:25 and rolling here. They must have played 6-minute quarters. I thought the first one was 8. They must have been playing 6. Charlie Kindart in there now for West Prairie. And the pass stolen away by Chloe Cutzinger up to Reeves. And Reeves for Kindart. Kindart above her head goes to Cutzinger. Reeves over to McClure. McClure looks at Kindart. Waiting, comes to Reeves on the far side. Has it poked and stolen away by O'Hearn. O'Hearn in. Layup is good. 44-14. McClure out of there with it. Runs down, comes in, brings it over for Nelson. Out quickly to Reeves. Charlie Kindart, 3 on the way, no good. Nelson had the rebound, now gathers it in. Cutzinger, she'll put up the 3, won't go. And the rebound, Charlie Kindart out to McClure. She'll stroke up the 3, no good. Rebound tipped around. And Reeves had it. Out to Mann. Mann dribbling on the way with it, lobs it over to Sloan, and she can't gather it in. 1:11 left to go here in the game. As they'll get it going. Cutzinger coming out of there with it, and nearly threw it away to Nelson. Nelson going to drive down. Her pass batted away for Reeves. Reeves shot on the way. It is no good. And O'Hearn down with the board. 45 seconds and counting here. As the Bombers will pick up the win here. Sloan holds it up here, 44-14. Again, extremely impressive. If you're counting at home, that's a 26-3 run in the second half. As the Bombers just going to let the air out of the basketball. Mann with a dribble. Down the lane, kicks to O'Hearn. O'Hearn up to Clark for Doherty. Doherty for Sloan. Mann holding it out there, waits. As they will just count it down here and let this one go. 44-14. Going to be the final score as the Bombers get a big one here. Doherty shooting in the lane, gets it to go at the buzzer. 46-14 going to be the final score here. The Bombers pick up the win over the Cyclones. We're going to head over to the varsity stream. So, folks, after this one, head on over to the varsity stream. We'll have that for you coming up in a little bit. This has been TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.